The Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church was not banned in the modern sense of the word. However, its history has seen periods of persecution and restrictions due to various factors. At the end of the 10th century, the Kingdom of Aksum, where Christianity was widespread, was raided by Queen Gudit, an Ethiopian Jew, who persecuted Christians and destroyed churches. This was a period of decline for the Kingdom of Aksum, and the church remained without a head, or Abuna, for a long time. At the beginning of the 16th century, during a war with the Muslims, Ethiopia received help from the Portuguese. This led to the Ethiopian kings allowing Catholic missions, particularly the Jesuits, to preach in the country. In 1621, King Susenyos converted to Catholicism and began persecuting the Ethiopian Church. This caused widespread indignation, and Susenyos was forced to abdicate. His successor, Fasilides, expelled the Jesuits from Ethiopia in the 1630s, and several centuries later, during the Italian occupation of Ethiopia in 1936-1941, the church was repressed. Abuna Peter and Abuna Michael were killed for their devotion to the church and patriotism, and the monks of the Debra Libanos monastery were killed on suspicion of sympathizing with the national liberation movement. The Italians also tried to isolate the Ethiopian Church from Alexandria, and Abuna Cyril was expelled. And after the communist government came to power, the church was separated from the state, and most church lands were nationalized. This served as a signal for the beginning of an anti-religious campaign throughout the country. In recent years, the Ethiopian Orthodox Church has faced internal schisms, mainly on ethnic grounds. For example, in 2023, a conflict arose between breakaway bishops and the canonical Holy Synod, which led to attempts to split the church along ethno-linguistic lines, such as the Tigray, Oromia, and Amhara Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo churches. Although this is not a ban by the state, such internal conflicts seriously undermine the unity of the church and can lead to restrictions on its activities in certain regions. It is important to note that the Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church is one of the oldest Christian churches in the world and still remains the main religious denomination in Ethiopia, despite all the historical difficulties. It is also unique in that it retains some Old Testament traditions, such as dietary rules and circumcision of male infants. It is important to note that the Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church is one of the oldest Christian churches in the world and remains the main religious denomination in Ethiopia, despite all the historical difficulties. It is also unique in that it maintains some Old Testament traditions, such as dietary rules and circumcision of male infants.